guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Laura for those of you that do not know, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the books that I read in 2017. And now for the past couple of years here on YouTube I've been doing like a video kind of similar to this where I tell you my favorite books of the past year, but because last year I only read like less than 20 books, I figured why not just tell you everything I read, because I haven't been doing wrap-up videos at the end of any of my months, and I just kind of had like an overall not so great reading year last year. I didn't get a ton done. I didn't read a ton of like standout like amazing books. If I made a favorites video, it'd probably be like 2 books long, so I just figured I would tell you guys what I read last year because some of you guys have been asking me. And then going into this new year, I plan on doing either seasonal or monthly wrap-up videos because I have been reading this month, which is so exciting, and I hope I keep with it because I love talking about new books, and last year I like didn't have the opportunity to do that much because I barely read anything. So I'm really excited for today's video. You guys asked for this, so that's why I'm posting it, even though it's a little bit late into January, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna be reading off my Goodreads the books that I read, and I'll put a picture here and I'll tell you what the star rating I gave it was, maybe talk a little bit about the book. I'm not gonna pull the books off my shelves. Either I'm gonna make a mess of my room and have to put it back together, or I'm just gonna have to spend some more time editing, putting in the pictures, which I'll do that. So I'm gonna get started and tell you guys the books that I read in 2017. Okay, so it also on here has like the date that I read the books, and this is kind of like really embarrassing for a booktuber to admit. I guess I didn't read a book until May 13th. May 13th, 2017. I decided to pick up Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett, and it looks like I gave that book 5 stars, which, thinking back, I don't know if I would have given it 5 stars, maybe like 4. Maybe 4 stars. I'm trying to like rack my brain for what the book is about. I have like a little bit of a synopsis I can tell you. It follows this girl who has been talking to this boy online who lives in California, and they're both like really obsessed with movies, and for the summer she's going to visit her father, I believe. I think it's her father in California, but she doesn't tell her friend online that she's going there because she's like nervous. And then when she's there she meets this boy, and it's kind of obvious. I don't think this is a spoiler, but like the boy is like the same boy she's talking to online, but she has no idea, but it's like very obvious to you as a reader. I think it even says it on like the back flap of the book. It's kind of like the synopsis of the book. So yeah, so it's the same boy, and things go from there. They work together at like their summer job and stuff happens. So that's the book. I did like that book. I liked Jen Bennett's writing a lot, so I definitely want to give another one of her books a try. I think I have one. I think I hauled one of her books a few videos back, so there's that. But yeah, I did like the book. Maybe 4 stars. I don't know why I have it marked as 5, but yeah, 4 stars. I think I read it like really quick too, in like a day, and I liked it a lot. So yeah, good book. So after that, we immediately jumped to July for Booktubeathon. So now I did a whole like wrap-up video for Booktubeathon, so I'm gonna link that down below and just quickly tell you the books that I read with the star ratings. But if you want to hear more about each book individually, check out the video down below. Okay, so I read Give Me a God I Can Relate To by Blythe Baird, and I gave that book 5 stars. It's a poetry book. And then I read Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia, which I gave 5 stars. I really enjoyed that book. It was so good. Okay, and then we have Did I Mention I Miss You, which is by Estelle Mascom, and that is the 3rd and final book in the Did I Mention I Love You trilogy. But there's actually a spin-off book coming out called Just Don't Mention It. So if you didn't know about that and you're a fan of that series, check out Estelle Mascom's Twitter because you gotta. And I gave that 4 stars. And then I read It Looked a Lot Like Love by Christina Haynes, which is a poetry book. Gave that 4 stars. Literally half the books I read are from Booktubeathon. I reread Misbehaving by Abby Glines, which is a part of the Seabreeze series, and I gave that 4 stars. I'm a big fan of that series. I read the poetry book Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel Part 2 by R.H. Sin and gave that 4 stars. And then the last book of Booktubeathon was On the Fence by Casey West, and I gave that 4 stars. So that covers Booktubeathon. Moving on from there, in August I picked up After the Game by Abby Glines, which is the 3rd book in the Field Party series. I think I hauled that book a little while ago and talked about it, but for those of you that don't know, this series kind of, it's like her new adult series, the Seabreeze one, but it's like a high school that focuses on like different relationships in every book. So it's like, you don't have to read the books in order technically, but you should if you really like don't want to get spoiled on stuff. I personally read the first book. I really liked it. That one's called Until Friday Night. The second book I like started and I didn't like it, and then this was the third called After the Game, and I really liked it and I gave it 4 stars. I heard some people really loved it. I heard some people didn't love it as much, but I was a fan of it. So yeah, it just follows like 2 teenagers that basically fall in love. It's like a romance, like YA contemporary book. It's really good. This is so sad. I literally only have 2 books left. I read Follow Me Back by A.V. Gager, which I gave 4 stars, and I actually did a full book talk on, so I'll link that down below as well if you want to watch it. I have a spoiler-free section on that. To be honest, I read the book in August, and I don't remember a ton of what happens. I know it's about this girl who's obsessed with this celebrity, but like I can't remember the details, but it's kind of like a psychological thriller. And it's really, really good. So I recommend that. I will have my review linked down below if you want to hear more about the book. And then the last book I read was actually a novella, and that was Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption by Stephen King. I'm sure most of you guys have at least seen the movie The Shawshank Redemption, which is like phenomenal, by the way. So I read the novella for that for one of my classes, but I really loved it and I gave it 5 stars. So that's literally it. That's everything I read last year besides like short stories and other books for school that I like forgot to log into my Goodreads. So really not a lot. Kind of disappointing. Disappointed in myself, to be honest. I used to be reading like 85 books a year, and how many was that? Like barely 20, like not even 20. That's kind of embarrassing, but hopefully this year we'll get back on track. We'll read some more. We'll post some more videos, right guys? I hope that happens. Right now, I'm deciding if I want to post a full review for Without Merit by Colleen Hoover, or if I want to wait and just include it in my wrap up. But I know there's like so many spoilers I want to talk about, so I don't know if I should do a full review for it. So if you're interested in a full Without Merit review by Colleen Hoover, let me know down below, please. I know that this video isn't about that, but I just want to know you guys' opinions on it, because I know the book has a ton of controversy around it, so I would like a chance to like explain how I feel. And like there's some things I love about the book, there's some things I don't love about the book, so I really think that would be interesting because I know a lot of you guys are also fans of Colleen Hoover, so I would love to talk about that book. Let me know. I can do that very soon for you guys if you would like. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you read any of the same books as me last year, or if you're looking forward to any of the books I read, or if you're like mad that I barely read anything and you guys were like recommending me stuff all year. Let me know down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you've not already. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for sticking with me through 2017. Here's to a better year full of books and more videos and more fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Bye.
For my theme song, my leather black jeans on.